Thanks for joining us. We just wanted to provide the following disclaimer. Many of our episodes were recorded prior to the start of the Screen Actors Guild and Writers Guild's ongoing labor dispute. We wanted to warn you as there is a ban on promoting projects in podcasts currently for any striking actors. We totally support the ongoing labor action and both the Writers Guild and the Screen Actors Guild in their dispute. We just wanted to make this clear, and once we have moved past those pre-recorded episodes, we will no longer continue to discuss ongoing or upcoming projects. Thank you for your time, and please enjoy the show.
Is it a sandwich? Oh, is it a sandwich? If I called a hot dog a sandwich, do you think that you'd be fine with it? If not, then why? Let's bust this wide. Mary, Cari, Kelly, Matt, oh my, is it a sandwich? Well, let's decide.
Hello, greetings, and thanks for joining us today. I am your producer, Matt, and I will admit I have in the past eaten pizza 3 times a day, every day, for 2.5 weeks, and I do not regret it. Now, grab a slice and join us on Order Up.
Oh my.
What? That's impressive, buddy.
I was a divorced man with very little motivation.
Wow.
I love it. I love it. Hi, of course, friends. Thank you for listening. I am Kelly, as I always have been and continue to be. Welcome to Order Up Season 4. We are on episode 3 today, and this is a special day. I am in the studio with Matt, so I'm seeing the control panel that Mary and Cari are not privy to. Matt, can we use the dramatic piano button on your computer screen? Can we do that? It's right beside the intro outro next to drums.
Oh.
This season on Order Up, we will debate pineapple belongs on pizza. I think that was... Oh, this is fun. I'm going to come back here more often.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So we're on our 3rd episode of this season. Cari, Mary, Matt, are your opinions changing on whether or not our friend Pineapple should be on a pizza?
No, not for me.
Not for me either. Pineapple definitely belongs on pizza. Right, Mary?
Absolutely not.
Same for me. My opinion is not changing.
Mm-hmm. Well, and you're on team pineapple pizza.
I am on yes. Yeah, the 3 of us are holding down the fort on team yes. We're it's kind of like Red Rover. You know, just come on over. Like pineapple on pizza, Mary. You can do. She's shaking her head. She's
not gonna cave.
No. All right, friends. So as we do, Matt provides us with a couple of interesting and fun food facts to get us going. Matt, what are your offerings? What's on the menu today?
Today, now when I hear McDonald's, my brain immediately goes to all beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun.
Yes.
But for a lot of millennials and late stage Gen Xers, their brain goes to pizza.
Yes.
For a brief, glorious period in the 1980s and early 90s, from 1989 to 1991, McDonald's served pizza in over 500 U.S. locations to take a bite out of the growing pizza chain industry. The move rattled Pizza Hut so much, they offered discounts and mocked the McDonald's pizza as McFrozen dough.
I didn't know there was a rivalry.
Oh, yeah. I mean, when the clown comes for your turf, you got to fight back hard.
Wow, I had no idea. What was I doing in 89 to 91?
Not having pizza.
I had a crush on Todd Crab. I know that. I did.
Now, Canada was actually, Canada being the big pizza pocket pushers that we are, kept selling McPizza actually all the way up until 2000 when it finally bit the dust But despite the fact that it tasted like a McCain personal pizza from Wawa's, it's still an item that to this day, McDonald's have to apologize as recently as last month that it's no longer being offered and just explain that no, it will not be coming back. Despite how much Canadians want it.
I personally miss it. I don't know about you and Matt and Cari. I have fond memories of Big Pizza.
It was good.
It was fine.
Yeah, it's a period when they experimented. They had like the McBLT and with the special styrofoam container.
Yeah,
They're just trying new stuff.
Yeah, the Mac. What was it? Mac the knife.
Mac the knife.
The
God, I forgot about
guy
that.
with the big moon head. Yeah, just
Mm-hmm.
good old days. Mary, you look just baffled that Canadians had this and still love it.
Well, the fact that it had 500 U.S. locations, because it did not come to Massachusetts. I am honestly can tell you that it did not come to Massachusetts because my mother would have had a thought about it and I would have heard about it. She would have been. So, I know for a fact it didn't, but I don't understand. Like when you think of McDonald's, you don't think of pizza.
No, I agree.
No.
Right? Yeah.
No, which is probably why they don't have it anymore.
But the fact that people are still complaining that it's not there, that's amazing to me. There's Karens all over the world back again saying,
Yeah, I feel like if you bring up the McDonald's pizza to a Canadian, it's a deep cut. You're like, I'm on your side.
But you can get pizza in other places. Like, I don't understand the outrage. Like, just go. There's 87,000 other pizza places. Build a bridge and get over it. Like,
I think for Halloween this year, I'm going to go out as a McDonald's pizza box. I think that will be.
Let's do it.
I'm going to do it. All right. Anyhow, friends, I think we're ready. I think we're ready to dive into even more pineapple and pizza conversations. It is time to order up.
Mary,
Yes.
let me wake up from my McPizza coma. Who is our guest today?
I'm going to tell you who our guest is today. I'm very, very excited about this guest. This guest is very special to me. I'll tell you about him. He's an American who became known as a young actor, working with the likes of Richard Pryor and Jackie Gleason. He will forever be known as Flick, the boy who got his tongue stuck to the pole in the classic film A Christmas Story. And this past holiday season, he was in the sequel, A Christmas Story Christmas. And I know him because he played my brother's brother in the Liza Minnelli TV movie, A Time to Live. Please welcome my brother from another mother, Scott Schwartz.
Yay!
Hi, everybody.
Oh,
And I call Cari sis, so she really is my sister from another mother.
It is great to have you here, Scott. We have 5 most difficult food questions for you.
Okay. No, I'm a foodie, so let's rock.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm excited. I'm scratching, I'm getting ready. Okay, here we go. Rolling the shoulders back. All right, Scott, question number 1. Speaking of pizza, what are your must-have pizza toppings?
Some places have it, some places don't. I like mostaccioli, like penne on my pizza with extra cheese. I do that, and if I can't get that, then I'll do like mushroom sausage. Yeah. Every so often, if I'm in like I used to. I can't do it anymore, but I would do the Hawaiian, which is Canadian bacon, and your favorite topic, pineapple. But since I can't do the sugars anymore, I had to quit the Hawaiian. I just sometimes I do Canadian bacon.
Yeah. I like that. Mushroom sausage. Someone mentions that. I just immediately want to order some. It's just tasty. Okay. All right. Question number 2. Should you trust somebody who does not like pizza?
To be specific, not everybody likes cheese, or can eat cheese. Not everybody likes tomatoes. So it's like I kind of understand it. There's other people that can't because they're lactose intolerant and they can't have cheese or whatever. So I don't know if really trust would be a bad way. It's just personal preference of what they grew up with. It's like I grew up in central New Jersey, but yet I've lived in California for over 3 decades, and people want to go to Mexican, and I'm like, no thanks. It's not what I grew up with. We didn't even have Taco Bell till I was 17. I mean, there was nothing. So it's like when people say that to me, I'm like, no. I mean, I go. There's a couple places because I don't like cilantro. I don't like cilantro either.
Ugh, no.
I can't do it, And people, well, what do you mean you don't like it? I'm like, what don't you like? And then they tell me, and I'm like, well, exactly. That's stuff that I love, but you don't love it. So it's to each their own. How you grow up, where you grow up, and the taste buds you have.
I think that's the most diplomatic answer we've had to that question. So
it's just a logical response because everybody's different. Now, granted, most everybody grew up with pizza. I mean, it's pretty much universal. It's everywhere. Have I met people that said, I hate pizza? I don't ever think I've met one person who said, I hate pizza. They might say a particular place they love or don't love or don't like, but most people, if they're not lactose intolerant or something, they just, okay, sure, let's get a large and let's split it up.
I love it. Speaking of a favorite place, where has been the best pizza you ever ate? Give a shout out, favorite restaurant, favorite city.
Dominic's Pizzeria in the Somerville Circle in Bridgewater, Somerville, New Jersey.
Wow.
And that's my go-to since I'm, oh my God, 5.
Wow.
So
nice.
Scott, is it that
like officially, unofficially 50 years I've been going there?
So Scott, is it that it's really delicious or that it's very nostalgic for you?
Oh no, I love their pizza.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh no, I absolutely love their pizza.
Sounds good.
I mean, I'm out in Southern California, and they have one on Mulberry Street, which is very close to a New York style thin crust. Okay, fine. So they're pretty decent. There's one that's not that far from me, 5 minutes, called East Coast Pizza Company in Simi Valley, California, and they give a pretty darn good slice. They got a pretty good pie. They got whatever, but it's not like Dominic's Pizzeria at the Somerville Circle in New Jersey. It's just that's my place.
Yeah.
I love that. Any particular style of pie there that you really enjoy ordering, or?
Well, since I know the owner and the owner's son for 50 years, I can pretty much get whatever the hell I want on the pizza. So, but he actually has slices of the pasta pizza where he puts mozzarella or ziti on top of it.
Oh, awesome.
That's really cool.
He pretty much has that whole cabinet where it's just like 2 levels of pizzas, and you can order if you want spinach, if you want buffalo ranch, chicken, whatever the hell they make it, you can add all that stuff,
Yeah.
I say field trip.
I don't think I would put like chicken parm on a pizza.
Too much.
There are people that like eggplant.
Right.
If I wanted to eat dog food, I would just go to the dog food store and eat. I just can't eat eggplant. No, it's horrifying.
There's the Jersey right there. There it is. The Jersey. I love it. That's true. I agree with you.
That's awesome. All right. We're going to tap into some creativity here with the next question. Want wrong answers only. Finish this song.
Okay.
Finish this song lyric. When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's.
When the moon that's delicious. I don't know.
I like that. But it works. Musically, it works.
I'm old enough to know what the hell the words are to the song. And it just, I don't know. Like a big piece. The minute you start talking pizza pie, you just get delicious. That's all I can.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I agree. And if my face is in a pizza, it's a good day.
We probably have a fairly friendly show, and if my face, I was just going to go there, and I just said no. I'll just quit. I'll just quit right there. My sis is on the show. I can't go there. She knows nothing about this. She's a virgin with children.
That's
can't.
Right. Right.
Headset.
And God forbid mom listen to this. I can't even do it.
She listens to this, man. You're going to have to explain yourself. Okay.
I'm sure I will. Yeah.
All right. We're at question number 5, the subject of our season 4. Scott, does pineapple belong on a pizza?
Well, as I said, it's kind of to each their own, and everybody's got different taste buds.
Mm-hmm.
I loved having a Hawaiian, which was, Canadian bacon and pineapple.
Mm-hmm.
Now because I just my sugar levels went a little high, so I got to be a little more careful when you hit the certain age. So I'm not doing pineapple, but I had no problem with it. It was delicious.
So I think Scott's a yes.
I'm a yes. There are places that will overcook it.
Mm-hmm.
Where the Canadian bacon just becomes like breakfast at Denny's bacon, where it's just like it just breaks apart. It's like, what are you thinking? No, I don't want cardboard. That's not what I want. I want something nice and fluffy and tasty and delicious.
Exactly. All right. Well, that sounds like a yes to me.
Yeah. It's a yes. Yeah.
And
I'm a yes for that. That's fine.
Yeah.
And on that note, by a hair, Team Yes is winning.
Woo. Yes. Woo. Poor Mary. You're the only one.
Mary, are you okay?
I'm still getting over the fact that McDonald's had pizza, so I'm having a moment.
I don't remember that.
Yeah,
we never had it in Jersey, and we didn't have it here in LA. So
maybe not.
Oh.
Yeah. Maybe it was regional. Yeah,
maybe.
Most likely that's probably what they did. They did as testers.
Yeah.
We tried to sell pizza at a McDonald's in Jersey. The McDonald's would get burnt down. So
would not be successul. If Jersey is one thing we know, it has good pizzas.
Yeah.
They wouldn't even try it. Maybe like Kentucky. They get like the cousins out of bed and get them to McDonald's or something.
Oh no!
Yeah, and please, Boston would be upset too. Massachusetts. I mean, we have a lot of Italians. Like that would not be good. Like it
would be a whole other tea party. It would just be McDonald's
pizza party
thrown into the river, into the harbor.
That would be into the harbor. All right. Question for you though, because I did see that movie.
Divorced.
Oh, I wasn't asking that question, but all right. Okay, good. He's available. No, I have a question for you. Well, and I'm married, but I'm blushing. Anyway, so here's it's the menopause. No, I'm a fan. Like I'm having a fan moment. So here's the question. No, we so enjoyed. We've watched the first one forever. Mm-hmm. We so enjoyed the one that you guys just did. What was it like being back on set with everybody and all of that? It was just such a joy. It was such a great movie. It really was.
Thank you. It was a team effort. There was no question. It was fun for all of us to be back together again. Now we've all gone places along the way. At the 25th anniversary, we had the DVD thing at Warner Brothers, and so most of us were all together, there. Even the new one, most of us were together. We had one that wasn't there with us on the set, the kid that played Grover Dill, because he just had a small little part, and they shot it back in LA afterwards, after we were all done. But we're all friends, so it's like, I've seen Peter and I've seen Scott Farkas, Grover Dill, Ralphie, Randy, Schwartz. So we've seen each other along the journey of the 40 years. Being on the set, the first day was emotional because I was thinking about Bob Clark, our director from the first one, who's gone, and how much he really would have dug this and how cool he would have thought this was after, damn near 40 years to step back in and do this again. But we had a lot of fun. I mean, we were over there and we shot this in Sofia, Bulgaria, in Eastern Europe. And I got there, and 2 weeks later, war broke out in Ukraine. So it was like you're going to bed every night going, oh, Lord, we're 500 miles from the Ukrainian border going, just no missiles going off, sight and whatever. The food was different. There was one pizza joint that was down from the hotel that they had the brick oven. So they make like the little personal, pizzas. Yeah. And it was very thin crust. And, their, oh my God, their money is the,
I can't even think of it
now.
Yeah.
But when you converted it to American, literally you got like a personal pizza for like $6.80.
Oh, nice.
So I don't want to tell you how many times I had the pizza at that place. And then there was this place. It was a cross between TGI Fridays. Oh God, what's the place with the unlimited salad?
Soup Plantation.
I miss Soup Plantation. Oh my God, you're killing me. Oh, they all closed here. Oh man, that was my favorite shit. So it was like Olive Garden, TGI Fridays, and a sushi place because they had everything.
Right.
They literally had a whole bar of sushi, but you could get chicken and what what they called beef, which I didn't call beef. But they had pasta, and I would either get like this chicken with mushroom thing, or I would get their spaghetti bolognese, which was great. But we had 2 shutdowns because of COVID. Which was a riot because then it was like, okay, you got to stay in your room for 5 days.
Oh my God.
and this was bullshit. I mean, this is just insanity.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not staying in this 15 by 15 room for 5 days and not go anywhere. They're like, well, can you just order food in? I'm like, well, yeah. But I'm tired of seeing these 4 walls. You got to get me out of here. It was interesting going to the movies and seeing movies with subtitles. Now it was in English, but the subtitles were Bulgarian.
Right.
So but it was a lot of fun. I mean, Peter made it fun and Zach made it fun. And I mean, I have absolutely no sense of humor whatsoever. So,
You miserable thing. Yeah.
I'm working on getting back on the stage again and doing some stand up. And there's like a couple of stories from Bulgaria that are just, I can't even do them on the radio. I mean, they're just so out of this world. Just the stuff that these people did to me over there was just, a riot.
You're in good company, Scott, because Kelly, Matt, and Mary are all stand-ups.
Yes.
They're all, so there you go.
Welcome back in, yeah.
I worked a Comedy Store back in the late 80s and early 90s.
Wow. Nice.
So, I was there when it was Pryor and Robin Williams and Sam Kinison and Andrew Dice Clay and Jim Carrey and Yakov Smirnoff and Finest Henderson and John Campanaro.
Yeah.
You worked with Pryor as a child on Toy, one of our favorite movies. My wife, and mine, The Toy.
Well, you just always wanted to buy a black man. Just admit it. That's my joke, and I can say it.
So what was it like working with like 2 comedy greats, and then later on sharing a stage with Pryor at the Comedy Store as a young adult?
I'll start with Gleason. Gleason was very reserved. He hated working with kids and animals, but I was a fanatic. I loved Smokey and the Bandit and the Honeymooners, and I had stuff memorized, and he got a kick out of the fact that I was 4 foot 5 inches tall. I weighed 52 pounds, and I could do him as good as he did him. So he really, impersonation is the highest form of flattery. But I didn't know that as a kid. I just did it because I loved it. And he got a kick out of that. So he made my time with him more enjoyable. We spoke, we talked, you know, I could ask him questions about anything, and he was really cool about that with me. Taught me how to shoot pool, you know, on set. So we had fun. Richard Pryor, completely different animal altogether. And I mean, he was a piss riot because he had no filter. And this is the early 80s. So there's no filter. Nobody cares what he says. Nobody's like, hey, you can't tell that joke or talk about the hot woman over there with the kid because somebody, you know, might get. No, there was none of that shit. Whatever came out of his mouth, that's what came out of his mouth. Yeah, he would sit there and point a good-looking woman out on the set who was an extra or PA, whoever it was, and he'd be like, "What do you think of her?" And I'm not even 14 years old. I'm a virgin. I know nothing. I'm green behind the ears. And I'm like, well, you know, she's pretty hot. You know, she's got a nice set of, you know, hooters over there or whatever. And he'd go, yeah, she's incredible. Great blowjob last night.
Holy Joseph.
And I had absolutely no frame of reference of what the hell this man was talking about.
Oh my God.
My standard answer was, well, that sounds great. That sounds great. Yeah. That was Richard, you know, and I mean, there was one of the actresses in the film that she was going to be on for a couple of days, and he had the transportation coordinator put our trailers back to back because women in Hollywood, they don't close a blind, they don't do nothing like that. And so we went to lunch, and she had already broken for lunch. So I came in the thing, and you change out of your wardrobe, you know, and you go have lunch, you come back, and you change back in. Well, sure enough, I go back to change my wardrobe, and she's literally 5 feet in front of me. She's in her trailer, and I'm in mine, but they're flatbacks. So they were together, and she just ripped her top right off. And I mean, and I was just like, oh my God, this is the greatest job I've ever had in my whole life. So, of course, I run to Richard, and I tell Richard that this happened. And he's like, so did you like that? I said, fantastic. Unbelievable. That was just awesome. He tells me to go thank the transportation coordinator. So I go over to this guy's name is Alan. I go over to Alan, dude, I owe you dinner. I owe you something, for God's sakes. You know, I can't even believe you did this, you know. And he's like, well, that sounds great. You know, you can buy me dinner. That sounds great, but I can only take half the responsibility. It was Richard's idea. So I go tell him thank you as well.
Oh my God.
He's the older brother I never had. He was the best.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you, Scott, so much for joining us. This has been an absolute treat. Are there any movies, podcasts, other things you want to plug that folks can check out?
I think it's still on HBO Max. It's Christmas Story Christmas, the new one that we did that came out this past November. Nice. And this is the 40th anniversary of A Christmas Story. And
wow,
we're going to be in several places in the States. The closest one to you, to Cari, will be in Cleveland in November. We really haven't made an official statement yet, or we haven't done anything. So I probably just let the cat out of the bag. But hopefully it doesn't go crazy, you know. But there's a lot of exciting stuff. Exciting places we're going and things that we're doing, and
nice.
You know, we just keep it going, and you know,
sounds good.
Well, this won't be out till about July, maybe going into August. So I think you're okay. I think that's all we got for today. Thank you for joining us, Scott.
Thank you, Scott.
Great.
You're welcome. You're welcome, sis. Anytime. I love you.
Love you too. I'll talk. Today's person on the street is 10-year-old Jack. Jack, what are your ideal pizza toppings?
I don't really have an ideal pizza topping. I like pizza, that's it. I like pepperoni, I like bacon, sometimes just cheese, but I just like pizza.
Sounds good to me. And the important question is, does pineapple belong on pizza? Wow, that's clear. Guess not. You're in the no camp. Okay.
Yeah, it's just because I'm not the one to say, oh, fruits don't belong on pizza, because tomato sauce is from tomatoes, which is a fruit. So I'm just saying that pineapple doesn't belong on pizza because it doesn't seem like a fitting topping that would taste good for pizza.
Okay, thank you.
Order Up is hosted and produced by Matt Ardill,
Mary Kennedy,
Larry Hain,
Kelly Zemeckis.
and original music is by Rebecca McDonald.